This is the final video in the Peace Economics mini-series. So far, we've covered the peace tax, how peace becomes expensive when the wrong people have access, hidden fees, confusion, over-explaining, waiting for reactions, self-doubt, emotional ROI, what you get back compared to what you put in, and why intensity isn't value, access debt, when generosity turns into a liability because you're over available. And today, we're talking about the moment when we realize that we look at our emotional life and the numbers just don't add up. Like, you keep investing, you keep trying, you keep giving, you keep hoping, and the return is still low. The fees are still high, and your peace is still getting taxed. And the reason this video matters is because a lot of us don't stay because we're happy. We stay because we're afraid we've already wasted too much. Some stay because they already invested. So today we're talking about sunk cost, loss aversion, and how vision can keep you stuck when it's not matched by evidence. And I want to say this up front because I don't want to do internet chaos. This is not a leave your partner video. This is a check the engine light video. Okay, quick definitions in normal human terms. Sunk cost. A sunk cost is something you already paid that you can't get back. Time, money, years, effort, emotional labor. And the sunk cost fallacy is when you keep paying more into something that isn't working because you don't want your past investment to feel wasted. It's like sitting through a terrible movie because you already paid for the ticket, but now you're paying with your time too. Loss aversion. This is the brain's tendency to fear losing something more than it values gaining something. So you might know you're unhappy, but what you're afraid of losing feels bigger than what you'd gain by changing course. Loss aversion makes some people feel and say things like, but I've already invested so much. What if I regret it? What if I can't rebuild? What if I lose the life I imagined? What if I'm wrong? And those fears, they're human, but they become dangerous when they trap you in a pattern you already know is costing you peace. Hi, love. Before you go, if you want something you can actually work through off camera, I have a free Guard Your Proximity guide linked below. It's simple, it's grounding, and it gives you a starting point when you can feel yourself slipping into confusion. And here's the fun part. When we hit 100 subscribers, I'm celebrating with a giveaway. The reward is the full Guard Your Proximity workbook. This is a complete extensive PDF that goes deeper and walks you through how to guard your proximity and stay grounded. So if you want that reward unlocked, subscribe and share the channel with someone who'd get value from this. The faster we hit 100, the faster the giveaway drops. Consider this my thank you for building this with me reward. Now let's get back to the video. Here's the main point of this video, and I want to say it exactly the way I mean it. Don't allow yourself to settle because you invested incorrectly, either by investing into someone you shouldn't have or by giving too much. Just because you invested doesn't mean you have to keep investing. I'll share this generally because it's enough to make a point. In an old relationship, I really believed they were amazing. I started grounding myself into the thought, this might be it. And then I started seeing red flags. But because I had already invested time and because I had already built a future in my head, I tolerated things I shouldn't have tolerated. I gave behaviors room because of the vision. And that's what sunk cost looks like emotionally. It doesn't feel like math. It feels like hope. It feels like loyalty. It feels like if I just hold on a little longer. But sometimes holding on isn't loyalty. Sometimes it's avoidance. Avoidance is grief. Avoidance of disappointment. Avoidance of admitting this isn't what I thought. Let's talk about vision, because women are vision driven. We can see a future with someone and that future becomes a form of emotional glue. And the problem is, the future you can imagine is not the same thing as the future that is being built. Because a vision is not evidence. A vision is projection. And projections can be beautiful, but they can also keep you stuck. So here's a question I want you to sit with. Am I staying because of evidence or because of the movie in my head? Because you can fall in love with the movie and keep tolerating real life scenes that don't match. You have power in your relationship. You determine where it goes. You're in the driver's seat. And if you need to pause, put the car in park and breathe. If you're ready to move forward, put it in drive. If you need to back up, do that. But don't get out of the car just because you see the check engine light. The check engine light is not an invitation to abandon the vehicle. It's a signal. Something isn't working. Evaluate it, name it, fix it. And that's what we're doing today. Evaluation, not panic. Here's what I've noticed. Some of us are paying for peace and we don't realize it. Because the payment is disguised as, I'm just being patient. I'm just being understanding. I'm just being loyal. I'm just trying to make it work. And I'm not against patience. But there's a difference between patience and denial. Patience is when there is movement, effort, repair, accountability. Denial is when nothing changes, but you keep extending the deadline. And if you keep extending the deadline long enough, you can lose years. Okay, first tool. This one is simple, but it's powerful. It's called vision versus evidence. Grab a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. On the left, vision. On the right, evidence. In the vision column, write the future you've been imagining. Be honest, not what you tell people, what you privately hope for. Some examples are, they will be more consistent. They'll start choosing me. They'll eventually understand. They'll stop doing that. We'll finally feel stable. We'll build a peaceful home. Now, in the evidence column, write what has actually been happening repeatedly. Not one good day, not one apology, the pattern. Some examples are, they apologize, but repeat. They show up intensely, then they disappear. They dismiss me when I'm honest. I walk on eggshells. I feel anxious more than I feel safe. I am carrying the emotional labor. And then ask, is my vision being built on evidence or by hope alone? Hope is beautiful, but hope without evidence becomes self-betrayal. Okay, second tool. This is the one that gets under the surface. These are your loss aversion questions. I want you to answer these slowly, not dramatically. Number one, what am I afraid I'll lose if I change course? Be specific. Is it identity, status, security, routine, the dream, the family image, the comfort of the familiar? Number two, what am I already losing by staying the same? peace, time, confidence, self-respect, joy, health, faith, emotional stability. If nothing changes for 12 months, what will this cost me? Not emotionally in theory, practically. Sleep, mental health, parenting bandwidth, finances, clarity, your future. Number 4, am I protecting love or am I protecting my ego from admitting I misinvested? This one is hard, but it's honest, because sometimes the reason we won't pivot is not love, it's pride, and pride is expensive. Here's the reframe I want you to walk away with. Your past investment doesn't have to trap you. Your past investment can teach you. It can refine your discernment. It can strengthen your boundaries. It can make you wiser, calmer, and clearer next time. But only if you stop using the past as a chain, because your future deserves stewardship, not stubbornness. Let me end this mini-series with the truth this channel is built on. You are worth peace. You are worth clarity. You are worth relationships that don't require you to shrink, beg, explain, or prove you deserve basic respect. And if you're sitting here thinking, okay, but I don't know what to do yet, that's okay. You don't have to decide today, but you do have to stop lying to yourself. You do have to stop pretending the numbers add up when they don't. Start with the paper. Vision versus evidence. Answer the loss aversion questions. Put the car in park if you need to. Breathe. And choose your next move from clarity, not fear. Because love isn't supposed to cost you your whole self. And peace isn't a luxury item. It's a standard. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today. If this video resonated with you in any way, I'd really appreciate you taking a moment to like and subscribe. Sharing this video helps it reach someone else who may need it, and that support truly makes a difference. If you'd like to keep coming back, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I appreciate you being here, and I'm grateful you chose to spend part of your day with this content. Take care of yourself, move at your own pace, and I'll see you next time.